What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and today I've got another unboxing for you. Today we're going to be unboxing Ultraman Tiga, which is the newest release in Mill Creek's Ultraman series of releases. A couple years ago, they got the exclusive rights to release the entire Ultraman franchise in North America, which is like unheard of. So they've slowly been releasing both the older and the newer Ultraman series kind of simultaneously. So they've been releasing the ones from like the 70s and 80s and all that, which is kind of sort of where this one sort of lays. Except this one is a little bit later. This one's from 1996. And then they've also been releasing like the ones from the 2010s and things like that, like the 2000s. So this one's kind of in between. They're kind of working, they've already worked their way up basically to, the 1990s at this point with their releases, from the ones that started at the beginning in the late 60s and 70s and have moved forward. They basically release all of them now up until this one, and they're going to keep going. And eventually the newer sets, the newer series, and the older series that they're kind of releasing simultaneously, they're eventually going to hit each other and connect, and we'll have them all. So this is kind of sort of right in the middle of that convergence here, and there's a couple more series around a similar time period that are pending release soon as well. So Ultraman Tiga 1996 on DVD is not available on Blu-ray. A couple of the series sort of in the middle of the Ultraman franchise here that they've been releasing, I guess the source material just was not available in HD. They had no way to really meaningfully upscale it or anything. So that's why a lot of these are just on DVD and not Blu-ray like a lot of the other things. They just didn't have access to those transfers. So they're putting out what they got, which is great. That's obviously better than nothing. DVD is standard definition, perfectly fine, in my opinion, for something like this. Blu-ray is kind of just a bonus for these old shows, because most of them are in standard definition anyway. So, yeah, these kind of seasons that are sort of in the middle of the franchise have been coming out just on DVD, which is fine with me. So I just wanted to show you this so you can see what's in the package if you're going to buy it here. Just kind of showing you the outside here when it's still shrink wrapped. No stickers or any real accoutrements on this release here. So I'm going to see if I can go ahead and get this out and then show you all the discs and everything inside. Most of these releases from Mill Creek, I have all of them so far, which is a lot. They all come with typically like a episode guide or something like that. So I expect to find something like that in here. Let me just go ahead and show you the packaging here. So as always, Mill Creek does a great job with the artwork. There's the fine print there. Like basically all of their Ultraman releases, it comes in the original aspect ratio with the original Japanese audio and English subtitles. And that's usually it. It's very rare that they have anything other than that. So if you want to watch Ultraman in its original language, original aspect ratio, these releases are really good for that. Which is usually what I prefer anyway. This one is Region 1, just FYI. It's about a little bit over 21 hours of episodes here, which is the entire series of Ultraman Tiga. So there's the side, and I think when you put a couple of these together, there's like three sort of related series. I think they make kind of a little mural, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of a side slip box. So the single case kind of slides out the side there, just to show you the back here. UPC description, and it includes the Ultraman Tiga side story. So yeah, that's cool as well. Usually their releases will have any companion movies or kind of extra special TV specials or anything like that. Typically when they release these series, they will include any of those with them. So the inside is just white. You see the artwork kind of wraps around there. So here is the case itself. Again, artwork, very cool. This little red tab kind of wraps around from the side here, which is all red. And then, oh, got a monster here on the back, which looks awesome. I've never seen this series, so I'm looking forward to watching this. I'm going to kind of watch them all in order at some point. So, yeah, this is kind of in the queue to watch. But, yeah, so I don't really know who the monsters and stuff are, but it looks really cool. And here's the fine print right there. Comes in a clear, like, multi-DVD case. And then here, tucked inside, is the episode guide. So let us take a look at the episode guide. So it's stapled, but it is like glossy full color, which is awesome. Then on the inside, you get some information about the Ultramen and their weaponry here. Let's see. And then, so, in the episode guide, for each episode, you get a little kind of screenshot from the episode. These look usually to be like the monsters here. And then director, writer, and a little blurb about what happens in each episode. So you get that for the entire series in there. And that's what takes up the bulk of this. So that's like 52 episodes worth. And then here's just some information about stuff that Mill Creek's got going on online, ads for their other releases, and that good stuff. So, yeah. Love to see that they included another episode guide with this. That's awesome. So here, let me go ahead and just show you disc by disc, and then I'll show you the inner artwork on the case itself. So each disc has its own unique artwork, which is awesome. This is disc 1. Disc 2. They're all kind of this like matte printed artwork, but it still looks like really nice. This one's got some like dust or something on it. Disc 3 right here. I just love how like consistent they kind of are. Like they all have unique artwork, but they're all like the formatting and everything is kind of very consistent across the discs and across the releases, honestly. So disc 5 right there. This one's holding on for dear life. There we go. Disc 6, which is the last several episodes, plus the side story special, Revival of the Ancient Giant. So yeah, very cool artwork. I really like those. And then here is the inner art, which is black and white. And you've got Ultraman there with kind of the classic titling there. So yeah, that looks really cool. This is kind of what it looks like splayed out there. So yeah, that's very neat. And here is this, just so you can kind of see what it looks like all from front to back there. So yeah, that's, again, another really cool looking release from Mill Creek, and I can't wait to actually watch this series for the first time. So yeah, just to kind of recap, you have 6 DVDs worth of awesome content here. There is no digital code for these, and that's partially because they when they started releasing these, they would almost always ship with digital codes for Mill Creek's own kind of like proprietary streaming service, which is called Movie Spree. But they just recently announced, recently in mid-2021, they were discontinuing Movie Spree. So anything you bought on there, you could still access and watch, but they took the actual shop down and the ability to like add anything new. So if you already had stuff, if you already bought something, then you can still log in and watch it. But if you wanted to buy anything or redeem any new codes, I don't think it works at this point. So yeah, they're obviously phasing out their streaming service. I don't think it was as popular as they were hoping. So sometimes things are like that. And these aren't on like, iTunes or Amazon Prime usually or anything like that. So Kind of out of luck on the digital releases for these going forward, probably, but having them physically mostly alleviates that need. So, yeah, you get all those discs over 21 hours of stuff in this side slipcover right there, and it's going to look great against all of your other Ultraman releases from Mill Creek. So, yeah, thanks everybody for watching this. If you like this unboxing, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. That would be awesome. If you collect kaiju films, Ultraman stuff, Godzilla, Gamera, anything like that, or if you just collect DVDs, Blu-rays, if you're into like anime, K-pop, anything like that, I do a lot of videos about all that kind of stuff. So if you're into that, go ahead and click subscribe down below, and also be sure to hit that notification bell so that we don't miss any of my future content. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.